Oh, well, I guess YouTube is streaming now. Oh my god, it took me like 15 minutes. Oh my god, it had a heart attack. Good. I guess we're live. I think. Okay, I think that's good. I didn't have opportunity to get my coffee, even though I've been here for 15 or 20 minutes. So let me go get my coffee, and then we'll start. And can you confirm that I'm actually live? Can somebody say something? Say something, I'm giving up on you. Huh? Are we here? I think so. I think so. I was trying to change settings, and wow, YouTube just had a heart attack. So, anyway, so I think I got it live. So I'm gonna go get a coffee, but please let me know. Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you. I'll be right back. BRB. BRB. For the young thing. Okay, all right. I'm glad we're live. Welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube channel of foreign exchange traders. In fact, there's 15,000 Forex traders stationed around the world, part of our community. And this is our opportunity once a day to get together to align our satellites and synchronize our watches. Make sure we got boots on the ground everywhere so we know what's going on. So today we're going to do some technical analysis, fundamental analysis. We'll cover dollar pairs, euro pairs, pound pairs, yen pairs, Swissy pairs. We can do commodities like gold and oil. How about Bitcoin? Let's go. Jacob what? Jacob who? Morning, Jules. Let me remind you that trading's risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term. Never risk money, cannot afford to lose. Ni hao ma, Jumbo, Ohio. Good to see you. Welcome to Forex.Today. My name is Wayne McDonald. COVID. I'm a currency trader just like you. Been doing this a very, very long time. I'm still in love and super excited to be in this relationship with you. In this thing we call Forex. Forex is still cool. It's amazing. It's so much better than anything else. We are very lucky and privileged. So you got to take advantage of that opportunity every single day. So welcome to Forex.Today. If you are new, please subscribe, please like, please comment. In fact, on the recordings, what you should do is document, like Daniel does, document the things that you learned, right? Under the recording, you say, today I learned this, 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 and this. Now, the cool thing is you can then go back in your, whatever you call it, in your YouTube channel and whatever, you can search. And you can say, when did he talk about relative strength? Oh, relative strength. Boom. Oh, there it was. 27 weeks ago on this particular day. Boom. And Daniel even goes as far as to timestamp it so he knows how to like jump forward to get to that point. Very, very cool. So that's why I say leave comments. It's actually for you, not for me. So ask questions, get involved, write things down, treat your fellow foreign exchange traders in the chat with dignity and respect. If you're a spammer, scammer, slammer, get the hell out. We're not interested. Okay? We got a lot yesterday. Some guy said, hey man, you can make $100,000 a month with my Bitcoin thing. I'm like, really? And you can't afford proper marketing and advertising. Nice. You're making millions and millions and millions of dollars, but you can't afford proper marketing. Kind of stinks, if you ask me. So anyways, if you're one of those guys, just disappear. We're not interested. We're actually smart money. Cool. So technical analysis, fundamental analysis, trader psychology, all these things I try to bring every single day. And I'd like to thank our sponsor, Traders Way. See, they care about you. They realized early on as a foreign exchange broker, the best clients are the ones that don't blow up their trading account. The best clients are the ones that trade every day, every week, every month, every quarter, every year, year after year after year. And how do you sustain a business like that as a currency trader now? Well, being profitable is a good start, right? Being profitable might keep you in the game. So, hey, that's a good client. So you start with education and support and all that kind of stuff. So that's why Traders Way wants to earn your loyalty and respect. They're like, hey, check out all this education. Do you like that? Then swing by Traders Way. Try out their demo account. Then fire off some trades. You'll see the execution speed is fast. You'll see the spreads are narrow. You'll see the swaps are huge. You'll see the customer service is world class. And all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, this is awesome. Education and execution. That's exactly what you need. Thank you, tradersway.com. G'day, mate. So what do you think of this, huh? So on Sunday, I took multiple yen trades. I still have one running. Remember, I left this one running because I wanted to show you that the key to long-term success is letting your winners run. It takes no extra work to let them run. Someone even said, how come I didn't take profit when I had 50 pips? Do you guys remember that? Remember? Someone said, well, how come you didn't take profit? I'm like, what? Why would I take profit on 50 pips, right? Like, what are you talking about, bro? You got to put together the plan. What the heck's the plan? Right? I want 300. I don't want 50. How can you make money if you only make 50 pips? So anyways, you can see now they're all, excuse me, they're all Oscar Mike. Wasn't the greatest week ever, but nonetheless, we're on our way. Okay, just that's all it is. It's on our way. So I got knocked out on this one, break even. Wah, wah, wah. But I tried. I had an opportunity. This one was overbought when I first entered the market, but by the time it gave me the second chance, the other ones were still mediocre, and I didn't want to add to the risk. So it's okay, man. I don't have to make $1 billion today, right? I can make $1 billion slowly. So anyway, so this one eventually worked its way up, which you would expect. I mean, it's all part of my macro plan. Okay, and macro is macro. Okay, moving over to Kiwi. Now, I was on this, and the sad thing is I did lose money on this one. And it's one of those son of a gun situations where I went through my line in the sand and then is now trying to recover. Why did it drop to 69.5 is what I'm saying. Like, why didn't it just wimp out a little higher? So I lost a little bit there. So one was break even, one was too expensive, the other one I lost on. You're like, what a terrible week. Well, the ones that work, like this one wasn't one that didn't work, so it wasn't in my price zone. I didn't buy it. It was too weak, and I'm not interested in a week. So then you get all the way over to the last one. And you know what? It worked. And because I let it run, I lost 50 pips on one trade. I broke even on the other. One was too expensive. One was too cheap. You know, I sound like Goldilocks, right? This one's too expensive, right? But hey, pig, right? The beast here, Great British Pound. It took off. Now, the goal is to let your winners run. So now, I'm getting paid. I only got one of them in a mediocre market. One of them took off. I didn't even expect this one to take off. But the thing is, I traded in the direction of my bias, and because I'm betting on a trend, this time I got lucky. In this situation, would you would you're in Kiwi, like getting back in, new trader? Well, you should know now is Friday, so you should have already planned next week. So that's what your question should be to yourself, is what are you going to be doing next week? This one's already done. Master Trader says, I'm in the same trade. Well, it's not an amazing trade. It's just a trade. So my point back in on Monday and Tuesday was there was lots of mediocrity. I only took the trades because I was offered the trades, meaning I already had my set bias. So I think 3 of these trades gave me opportunities to trade, so I traded them. One was too much, right? One was overpriced, one was underpriced. Both of those things are not ideal. So I walked away from those. And the whole thing was simply me showing you how to actually succeed, not the trade. The trading's easy. How do you succeed? Well, A, I didn't get scared out. B, I didn't change my bias. C, I wasn't trading both ways like a broken gate. But D, when someone asked me like, oh my God, you're up 50 pips. How come you didn't take the profit? I'm like, 50 pips? I'm not interested in 50 pips. My job here is to let my winners run, right? I'd rather lose 50 pips and make 50 pips because my trade plans are worth more than 50 pips in that case, right? So I showed you that. So I showed you why I'd moved stops to break even, why I didn't. So I had an opportunity on Aussie. I did not have an opportunity in Kiwi. I broke even on Aussie. I lost on Kiwi. But it's okay because even my losses are small. Who cares? I don't care about my losses because I have trade plans. I should be able to A, win more, and B, when I do win, I'll win significantly more than I lose on my losers. And if you get all of that up, you know what? The math works and you cut out the math. And that's that. That's that. That's it. Cool, right? Okay, so whatever. It's only money. It's only money, honey. All right, so macro took off. Everything's going great. Thank you, macro. So let's go to the main area here. Boom, shalaka-laka. Okay. All right, so let's do this. Let's do gold, oil, and Bitcoin. Is everybody okay with that? Gold, oil, and Bitcoin? Gold, oil, and Bitcoin. Very cool. In fact, you know what? I could probably just... Is it over here? Let's do Bitcoin and then I'll switch over. Bitcoin. Okay. We had this plan. Buy it at 9,000. Take it up to 10,500. Holy smokes. 10,500? We're at like... Holy smokes, you're almost at 11,500. Yeah. For sure. Okay. Did someone already enter for next month? Well, you should be already. So in the live trading group, we already planned all of August. It was great. Okay. Cool. Not a lot of choice for bears here. I'm gonna stink something like this would be the 2 bearish moves. What do you think? Now bulls are OOP. Okay. Right? So how do you trade an OOP? 4H21. So the only bullish trade plan here is basically 12,500, and it would hit early in the cycle and then create profit taking. Okay. Out of position, target early, profit taking, counter trend. Oh, for sure. What was that, Rady? All right, cool, neat. Let's move over to, I think I have one just for commodities. Gold, 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 XAU. Very similar to Bitcoin in the sense that bulls are looking at this and bears are looking at this. Okay. Bears have their price. Okay. Bears have their price. I mean, it might go up and tickle 2K. Why 2K, you ask? No, no, no. Okay, so anyways, that's what a bear's thinking. What do you think? Okay, see, the trick here is bulls need bearishness, and then you get in a situation where there's like no bearishness, right? And to me, that's actually scary. Okay, so I'm not predicting a hard fall, but it could fall hard. All right. Was I a soldier in the past? I did join the American military. Yes. See, I was going to be an astronaut. That's why I worked at NASA. And after interviewing with every branch of the military, the Navy, the US Navy gave me the best deal. So I joined the US Navy. Top Gun qualified, of course. And yeah. Okay. WTI is it meaning reversing? I don't know. Okay. Oh, right on, Master Trader. Very cool. So somewhere in here, I think this is likely. Is that the right word? There's potential for it. So you got the big psych, of course, the big psych level. But again, what I'm trying to tell you is it's so unbelievably bullish, and bulls are going to want to take profits. So where would you think? How about around $2,000? And we know this is the bearish sell zone. So it's not that it will fall, but if it was going to fall, it seems like it would fall soon, like in the next 50 bucks or something, right? Like in here. So it's not predicting it will, but if you want it to, you should get ready. Or if you've been moving your stops as a bull, you should pay attention. This price matters. KG says, who in their right mind would be bearish on gold? Well, at some point, central banks will likely stop buying gold, and it'll just be dumb money buying gold, and they might buy it on the way down or whatever, so who knows? Whatever. There's going to be a chance for bears. John says, hope the deer's okay. Remember, I thought one of the babies was hurt. There's only one baby now, and the mother looks pretty seriously injured. I didn't. My wife saw it the other day, and I'm like, oh no, yeah. And then I've seen, but they move. So by the time, like, I can't do anything about it. I certainly don't have a rifle to go out and shoot the deer in my backyard, but yeah, I think it's pretty bad. Okay. Yeah, Dr. Ray says, yeah, you're going to forget if you read it that quick. Well, read it multiple times, right? So I am officially in my last week of Harvard. So Friday, 1 week from now, I will be complete my master's degree in the management of finance with a particular focus on alternative investing. And so, yeah, time to write a new book, I think. All right, time to write a new book, I think. So let's do some my WTI. Okay, and this is very similar to the gold analysis. Okay, where very little reprieve, and then you'll see, uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Okay. So now we got to be very careful. This, right? And that this candle here could be very, very indicative of future results. Okay. So you really have to make a decision here on where you want to take this, as a bull or a bear. And I would say as a bear, these prices are very interesting to you. If you are a bear, you probably do want to sell somewhere around here. Okay. And bulls, if you're a bull on this is really ugly. It's valid, but it's ugly. It's a high risk. Oh, I didn't need the piece of paper. Well, actually, I have multiple papers now because I have, oh, whatever. I have lots of Harvard stuff now. I have more than enough. But it wasn't to prove anything, it was to be an inspiration to my children. What's the default length? Well, that's the cool thing, is you can change it and make it whatever you want. Okay. So I have this set pretty long term. And this is still the old version. I have a newer version of it that's much nicer than this. So I have it at 144. You could have it 233 or 366. Okay. You can make it 89, for example. Good enough? Okay. I think what's more important is the time that you're looking at it, right? What fractal are you using? Okay, so you could say on the daily it's still bullish, the 4 hour it's bullish, 1 hour bearish, 30-minute bearish, 15-minute bearish. Well, actually 15-minute up. Interesting, right? So are you short-term long, medium-term short, or long-term long? Okay. Now I look at these collapsing pivots and I say, take a break, right? I'm bullish on macro, but that doesn't necessarily make me bullish on crude, because typically crude and macroeconomics align, because the macroeconomics determine the demand side of the equation. Right now, some of this is demand side, but much of this is supply side. So it's an artificial equilibrium, and it's really hard to judge what the proper equilibrium is, right? So there's like for example, in game theory, you can have a Nash equilibrium, but you can have two Nash equilibriums. Anyways, so right now there's sort of, I don't know what is right on this. It's much more difficult. I know zero was wrong, and this is closer, but you can see that, I mean, this is really unusual price action, incredibly unusual price action. Very, very unusual price action. I mean, it's moved just a buck or two in a long, in a month, more than that in 2 months, right? So this just shows that it's not truly supply and demand, and therefore, as a macroeconomic trend trader, I'd prefer to wait for proper market dynamics to take over the price. Right now, it's not that. Okay? But, and that's a big but, if long term you want to be a bull, like I showed you, like on this 4 hour, you can say, well, I'm still a bull. This was your price yesterday. And remember, very often, I'm planning Monday on Thursday. Okay? So anyways, this might be something new for you. This might be a new move for you. Okay. Why are you bullish on the dollar? I'm not bullish. Why would you think I was bullish on the dollar? I haven't been bullish on the dollar for, what, a month and a half? Oh, you meant bearish. Okay. Wayne, how are you? Why are you bearish on the dollar? Because of macroeconomics. So you said macro-wise. That, if you look at the macroeconomics, that's what it tells you. So we can break down US GDP. Okay? Let's just talk micro, really. This is a micro view of GDP. You have man, I already failed. Undergrad. All right. C plus I plus G. I know you get sick of this, but you have to know this. X minus M. Okay? Cool. So right now we're looking at an increase in consumption, partially from free money from the government. Partially, right? Cool. Okay, so consumption is going up. And you know that because Jeff Bezos made $3 billion in one day. What does that mean? No one can leave their house to go to the store, so they buy stuff on Amazon. So thank you to the US government. Every single family in America took their $3,000 and bought something on Amazon. That's how you make 13 billion in a day. Okay, cool. So in that case, consumption in the United States has gone up. Okay. Does anyone own an American television? Anybody got a Zenith or a Westinghouse? Or do you have a Samsung, LG, or Vizio? Okay. If you drive a BMW, Mercedes, Porsche, Ferrari, Toyota, Honda, Peugeot. What else do people own? I don't know any other cars. Right? You're buying stuff from a foreigner. If you don't have an American TV, you're buying stuff from a foreigner. Does anyone have an American? Of course, Samsung is South Korea. Does anyone own an American cell phone? Toshiba? Toshiba makes TVs? Well, they make laptops. Okay, so you got a Toshiba laptop. Oh, Sony, I guess Sony. Does Sony even make TVs anymore? I don't know. I don't know anyone with a Sony. I gave up on Sony 1,000 years ago when they said, I know, I guess it was in the late 90s. They had a 500-year business plan. And I'm like, you guys are so stupid. And sure enough, they screwed up their whole company. Anyways, right? No, well, I'm not talking about American. No, Steve's getting serious now, right? Steve's talking about his truck. But anyways, what I'm saying is the vast majority of what Americans buy is not made in America. Okay? Walk through Home Depot. Go find the things in Home Depot that are made in America. They'll tell you right on the label, made in America. Cool. Go to Walmart, find something made in the United States. Oh yeah, Panasonic is Sony, but do people even... So Panasonic, I think, made the first plasma. I used to own the first 50-inch plasma made by B&O. Do you guys know B&O? Okay. 50-inch plasma. You can hang it on your wall. It took 2 people to lift it. I'm telling you, this TV was like, I'm telling you, 200 pounds? It was $50,000 for a plasma flat screen to hang on your wall. $50,000. How much does your flat screen weigh now? Like, you can lift it with one arm. Yeah, it's just amazing. But it was made out of glass and gold. It was like crazy. But yeah, anyways, so what happens is when consumption in the United States goes up, typically what happens is M goes up. Okay? So G went up because the government gave, that was supposed to be blue, because the government gave free money to the consumer. The consumption went up, but the consumers bought stuff from foreigners. And what's the net result? Okay, this money was printed, given to this person for doing nothing. They take their free money, they buy some imports, and now what? This free money that went to this person, now just put it into the global interbanking system. Because you took your dollar and you said, I want an import. So you converted that to there, and you said, all right, South Korea, send me an LG TV. Okay? So what does South Korea get? The dollar. But they don't want the dollar, right? So they convert that in to won. And anyways, the globe now has extra dollars in the global supply chain of money. The global market, the interbanking system now has these dollars floating out there. More than there was. See, if the dollar had stayed in America, it wouldn't have affected the dollar. But as long as Americans are consuming more, they're importing more, and they're exporting their dollar. And now the world has more dollars because every American is exporting their dollars. Okay? And that weakens the USD. Oh, I know, right? Now, pundit says a downward spiral. You make it sound like it's bad. I love it. Love it. Why is that bad? A lot of people say that, like, oh, the dollar's weak, that's so bad. Why? Why is that bad? It just is. Okay? Right? It just is. It just is. There is no good, there is no bad. Why do you have to do that? Why do you have to label everything? It just is. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you got a TV on your wall. Who cares? So what does that mean for Americans? They get a great TV from LG. You got yourself an OLED TV, 65-inch, that's a 6, 65-inch OLED LG TV, and it cost you $2,800. It's retardedly cheap. It's such an amazing amazing TV. Holy smokes. 5 years ago, that was $12,500. Now you got one. And the 50-inch, right, is $1,200. And it comes with a free picture frame. You're like, oh, nice, it's a picture frame. Love it. And what's that done? Your quality of life skyrockets. And what that means is inflation went down. This is actually, it's not the I from GDP. So let me do that. This inflation is this, okay? So inflation goes down. Yeah, no, yeah. I'm not talking about a 64 4K. No, OLED, dude. OLED. Yeah, but that is pretty cheap. So anyways, inflation in the United States has fallen. Okay? And will continue to fall, and it's a consequence of global trade. Okay? Yeah, Anthony. I don't think bigger matters. Quality matters, though. Like OLED really is impressive. Okay? Right? So we have a TV upstairs and it's 50-inch, and I've had it for like 12 years. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Right? It's 1080p. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I mean, it works great. Then we have one down here in the basement, and it's 65-inch 4K. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Then we have another one, it's 110-inch. 110-inch 4K. You're like, no, that's pretty awesome. But at the end of the day, you forget. You just totally forget. You just forget. You're like, huh. By the way, have you seen Samsung's new, they call it the Wall. I think it's Samsung. Holy smokes. It's like, I don't know what it is, 500 inch or something. It's crazy. I don't know how, it's way bigger. Way bigger. You have to look it up. It's really remarkable. But, so anyways, what I'm trying to say is you can buy so much more now with your money than you could 1,000 years ago, or no, 30 years ago. So inflation's gone down. The United States exports its inflation. Okay. Guy says, what's modular? Xiaomi? Yeah, it's great. Now, I've had it for a couple of years now, right? I've had it probably 3 years. It's probably getting obsolete. I'm going to have to probably get a new one. But yeah, Javier is absolutely right. Yeah. You need to own assets. So we can get to that. Like, I will start my mastermind group, and it will be focused on teaching you how to accumulate wealth. And the first thing is you got to stay broke as long as possible. The wall TV is modular. You can have. Are you sure you're talking about the same one I'm talking about? Is it Samsung or LG? Samsung, the wall. Because I have a friend that is a CEO of a company that could build a modular one. This one, I wasn't sure if it was modular or not. Let's see if this is it. If not, I apologize. Oh, this stupid monitor. Is that right? Well, it is pretty impressive. Well, apparently I can't stream. I'll show you in a second. It will blow your mind. If it loads. I wonder why it's so slow. I guess I'm not pulling my gig speed, huh? Amazingly slow. Or I'm really pushing a lot out, I guess. I don't know. Gee whiz. Come on. Come on, Bubba. Blow your mind, though. Okay, one-of-a-kind visuals. I love how it's just a blank screen. One-of-a-kind visuals that you can't even imagine. Holy smokes. Is it... Why is it slow? Anyways. This doesn't look like the wall. This is not the wall. That's not the wall. That's not the one I want. That was the frame. So that's not it. That's it. I'll never be able to pull the video, huh? No, probably not. Anyways, look at that. Look at that. It's amazing. Now, I think I could do that actually with my laser. But I mean, that's OLED, right? So anyways, whatever. So laser's really cool. The most interesting thing about a laser projector, was it 292? I bet you my laser projector could do it, 292, but of course it's not an OLED screen, right? So, but laser is so much better than light. So typically when you have a projector, you put it at the back of your movie theater, right? And you paint your walls dark and you get it at, you get your curtains and everything, you make it pitch black, and then you turn your projector on. You're like, dude, why do you even waste all your time trying to make a perfectly dark movie theater? Like, you put the projector up and then boom, you turn the light on, and it's like putting a flashlight at the back of the room, right? You're like, it's so retarded. It's such ancient history to have a projector at the back of your movie theater with light. Like, what is this, 1910? They're moving pictures, right? So the laser is really interesting because you put it at the front of the movie theater. So you can't put shadows on it and stuff, right? And it's only a few inches from the wall. It's hardly anything. And it uses lasers. And the light from the laser is incredible compared to a projector. And of course, you don't light up the whole room. You're only lighting your wall. And now I think if that's true, Guy, to get the 292, I bet you my laser can do it. So what it does is it looks and it times, because the light takes longer to get to the far corners than it does to the center. So it times the lighting and stuff, and the lasers are really good. I bet you I could pull off the 292-inch screen with the laser, but the thing is, the quality of the OLED screen that you get is just ridiculous, right? So, but I don't know how much the wall costs, so you're going to pay for that. But it is pretty amazing. And I've been waiting for it for a very long time. So like 20 years ago, when I first was reading about organic light emitting diodes, they talked about how you could paint your TV on the wall, right? You could actually embed it into fabric, but the thing is, it can't support its own weight. Like it would break. Like you could make a TV OLED and hang it on a nail. Or you could even almost tape it up there, but it can't support its own weight. So now you have to have glass to support it and all that kind of stuff. But we'll get to the point where you're just your wall itself. Like there won't be something on the wall that you hang on the wall. It will be the wall. It'll essentially be paint that you put on your wall. And the paint will light up. Right? The paint will have the diodes in it. Okay. Depends on the aluminums of the projector for sure, but of course they're laser, so it's super ridiculously high. So anyways, so we got off track there. Sorry. Bitcoin, gold, oil, nice. So we did most of these things. Okay, so this is all looking good. Now it came down more than I liked. Okay, but nonetheless, it's maintaining. So now, again, are you thinking about next week? Okay. And do you think we'll get something like this pattern that I drew? Do you think I was just a couple days early? Do you think it'll come down? And if it did, would you buy a dip? If from, let's say, the London close into Asia Monday, would you buy it at, let's say, 75.50? Would you buy it at 75? Well, I think 75 is too low, but 75.50 might be interesting. Okay, so you got to start planning this out. I did this for you back on, looks like Wednesday. So is it going to happen today? That's the question you should be asking. I'm going to go back to the yen pairs. So let's see my pippage now. So look at that. Just in this webinar, I've made about 50 or 60 pips doing nothing. What do you think? What do you think of the power of letting it run? Okay. Okay. We can review the trade. It's pretty simple. So I'm a bull and I'm a swing trader. So if you like swing trading, look what I did. I bought it off the buy zone. Okay. I spent less than 8 minutes planning these trades because we actually planned them on Thursday. So again, the swing trading group met on Thursday and planned out buying this on Sunday. Okay? This is Thursday. We planned this as a group. We said it's going to fall hundreds of pips, and then we're going to buy it on Monday. So the whole week was done, and I'll tell you the story again. I was outside, I was bored, I was sick of doing schoolwork, so I decided to get a fire going in the fire pit. True Canadian, right? So I get a fire going, and smoke's going everywhere. And then the wife and kids come down. I'm like, what are you doing? They're like, we're here to join you for the fire. I'm like, well, I got to go. I have a thing. She's like, what do you mean? I got a thing at 6. Meaning the market just opened, right? I actually told her, I'm like, the market's open. I got to go. So they go back inside and they play a game, Yahtzee or something. And then they look outside. There I am outside again. And they're like, what the heck? My wife comes out and she's like, you're doing the fire again. You just told us you were busy at 6. I'm like, I was busy at 6. And she's like, it's 6:10. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, well, I'm done. So I went inside. I watched the market open. I went buy, buy, skip, skip, buy, buy. Done. That's what I'm trying to teach you. That's how you swing trade. Okay? Now, inside of all of that, up, 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 down, down, day trade. 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 Up, 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 up. Done. Okay? Neat, right? All right. Canlin says I tell too many stories, so then I will wrap it up. Have a wonderful weekend. I apologize for all the stories and talk about TVs. Of course, that was a major distraction. But at least I made money while we did it. Have a wonderful weekend. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May our profits be above average. Please visit tradersway.com today and open up a demo account. Just out of loyalty and respect. FX Noob's like, where's the exit? You should have been in the group, man. We had it all planned out. Okay? It's easy. Open up your monthly pivots. I will see you on Monday. Please like the video. Please leave a comment on the recording. And make sure you subscribe if you're new, because I do these webinars every day. In fact, I've been doing YouTube videos for more than 12 years. There's, I think, over 1,000 videos on this channel. But on the FX Bootcamp YouTube channel, there's about 5,000 more. 5,000 more videos that I've done, all on Forex trading. Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of videos I've done with the overriding goal of helping you learn how to plan your trades in advance, keep your losers small, and let your winners run. If you need my chart templates, the link is in the description below the video. If you want to join the group, the link is in the description below the video. If you want a link to Trader's Way to open up a demo account, the link is in the description below. If you want to buy my book, you can go to the description below, look for the link. You've asked for many different types of resources over the decades I've been doing this, and those resources have been made available to you. So whether you learn by reading, learn by watching videos, learn by having someone hold your hand, you can join the live trading group at FX Bootcamp. There's all kinds of ways to learn, and therefore those resources are available to you. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm out of here. Cheers.